Hi, this is Eric with Stormtrooper Ranch. I'm constantly asked what my favorite helmet is in my collection, and that's a very tough question to answer, mainly because I have a few different ones for different reasons, and I'll explain those to you and show them to you. One of them is kind of hard to see in this, but it's right there in the corner. It's the Penny Bark Stormtrooper dog helmet. It's my absolutely favorite helmet in my collection. One, because she's fun to be around, she's fun to troop with, and it's kind of a novelty thing. But she signed it with her own paw print and wrote a nice little note to us. And it's in my collection, and it's probably one of my favorite helmets in my collection. I wasn't a fan of Return of the Jedi in any way, especially the Stormtrooper. But CFO's Joe R. and his Oakley helmets are something to be sought after. It's cast from original helmets. I didn't think I was going to like it, but when I got this, I absolutely fell in love with it. It's got a super smooth finish to it. It looks accurate to me, and it's just something. Every time I look at it, I just fall in love with it. So if you have a chance to get a CFO helmet, it's well worth the money. I'm still trying to get the Oakley one, but I just love this Joe R. helmet from CFO. Mark did an absolutely fantastic job. Now, Trooper Expert and Dan Laws both have the David M. molds from a screen-used helmet, and it's probably in my top 4 or 5 helmets that I have. One, because it's really screen accurate. It has been cleaned up a little bit, so it's not as lumpy and bumpy as they were, but absolutely beautiful helmets. And like I said, Dan and Trooper Expert both use the same molds. They're good friends, so they kind of shared the molds, and I'm just lucky to have both of those in my collection. Dan Law's Snow Trooper, it's an all-fan sculpted Snow Trooper helmet. He took a lot of time, many years, to perfect it, and it is a work of art. It's probably one of my absolutely favorite helmets. It's not a Stormtrooper, but it is one of my absolute favorites. And when I got this from Dan, I was just thrilled that I was able to add that to my collection. Beautiful thing. Again, fan sculpted, so it wasn't cast from an original or anything, but very, very top-notch work. Darren Wright Design Studios. He does a X-Wing pilot helmet, and I'll tell you what, it's my favorite helmet from the Rebellion, and Darren did it right. I mean, it's a very sturdy, very thick pull. It comes with the decals that, depending on which helmet you want to make out of it. I did the Luke Skywalker, but it comes with everything you need. Chin straps, the whole bit, and just absolutely beautiful helmet once you get it all put together and painted. He also does the Clone Trooper, which is the Phase 1 there, and again, beautiful job. I get tons of compliments on his Clone Trooper helmet, and I'm not a fan of clones, but it's a very nice helmet. Walt's Geno version 2, which was from a Brian R. helmet, which Trooper Expert originally cast, either sold or gave the molds to Geno, who idealized them a little bit, cleaned them up, and then Walt ended up with a copy of the molds. It's one of my favorites also, for the reason it's got the lumpy and bumpy texture to the cap. It's cleaned up, but it's not cleaned up too much where it's not so far off from the screen used helmet. It's a beautiful helmet, and it's again one of my favorites in my collection. He also does a Hero, and the Hero helmet is probably my favorite Stormtrooper. I don't know what it is about the Heroes that I like, but Walt does a nice Hero helmet. It's got the bubble lenses, it's got the 3 teeth frown, got the 3 bump ears, everything it should have, no dimple in the eye, so everything it should have. It's a little bit different than the AM's. The AM's Hero has a little larger frown, but it's got, again, the bubble lenses, the no dimple in the eye, the 3 bump ears, real clean. One of my absolute favorite helmets is the AM helmet. One, because it's so thick, so durable, and he's done so many different helmets. Or different versions. It's amazing. So this is the Luke Skywalker version, and this is the Han Solo version. Again, the Hero is probably one of my all-time Stormtrooper favorites, and the AM line, as you can see, I've got every one that he's ever done, from the FX all the way to AM 4.5. There's a few more down here. These are the new ones, the gold and the chrome, which are absolutely gorgeous, especially in person. These videos aren't doing it any justice, but in person these are just gorgeous helmets. And I just love the AM line. I've collected them all from the FX all the way to the 4.5, the chrome and gold, which is the newest version. And he does very limited runs, so it's not really easy to get, especially like the gold. There was only 9 made. And, you know, again, the AM is just so clean and everything. It's one of my all-time favorite, best ones I've trooped in, especially because of the durability. And his black ones are absolutely stunning, and unfortunately you can't see them in my video. But the gloss on them, here's another one. The gloss on them, you don't have to polish them. They come so glossy, they're just unbelievable. Anyway, those are my favorite helmets in my collection, again, for all different reasons. And so if you're asking me what my favorite is, there is no real favorite unless you want to get into custom. And then my LA Trooper takes the cake. I got my LA Trooper helmet, which I made, has the MLB logo on the ears, and it's something close to my heart. But anyway, that's my favorite helmets in my collection. Sorry I don't have just one, but there's different reasons for all of them. And that's kind of where I'm at with what's my favorite. So, hope that answered your questions. Have a good day.